You know, my friend, he's one of the few people that watches my videos, but he says until someone else does, he's going to refuse to subscribe, okay? So he sends me a message on Facebook. He says, make a video about Zero Squad and advertise it by linking popular reviewers' names in the links. I didn't think that was, like, I may put one tag in there with someone's name in it. That's probably going to be it, if any. But I'm just going to real quickly say what I honestly believe. Now, there's no for sure way to tell this, but I'm going to assume that if every one of them is about as strong as Old Man Yama, equally as strong or as strong, that means that they are going to make every single individual Quincy end up like Driscoll. And I'm not saying they're particularly going to be a burned skeleton by the time the squad's done with them. I'm just saying that they're probably pretty screwed. They're probably going to be really, really screwed up when they're done. Also, since we know all 5 members now, Bonds, Karinji, Shutara, Nimaya, and Hikafune, all 5 of them, we know their names even. By far my favorite is Bonds, and we know nothing about him. So if I could say he's my favorite, and we know absolutely nothing about him, I think that's actually saying something. So personally, one thing I particularly like about him is the red bead necklace around his neck. I personally think that is his Zanpakuto. I don't know about you, but I thought that was his Zanpakuto when I immediately saw that. I'm like, that is his Zanpakuto. Now, I didn't think the same thing about Shutara, though. I did not think the skeleton arms had anything to do with his Zanpakuto. Okay, maybe she has 6 swords, because there were 4 skeleton arms that were able to like bend in any which way, and she had her 2 regular arms. So maybe she can use a 6-sword Zanpakuto. I'm not actually sure. Now, seeing a 6-sword Zanpakuto, not only would that be devastating, but it could make it so she could have 1 sword for each of the 5 major elements. That would just be, you know, though it would kind of rip off Hitsugaya and Yamamoto a little bit, but you know, I would get over that just to watch that. But you know, that's kind of what I see there. A lot of people are asking this. I don't know if you are, anyways, want to watch this, but are there any other Soul Reapers in Zero Squad besides the 5 we've seen? It is stated exactly in the chapter there they show up. These 5 Soul Reapers. Now, they even knew the number before they got there. These 5 Soul Reapers equal the whole Goei 13 by themselves. Let me rephrase that. The Goei 13 got owned by the Quincy's. They're better than the Goei 13. Let me rephrase that. That's what he said. They're better than the Goei 13. Gotei. Why do I keep saying Goei? Gotei 13. We now know that they all have to make something. Now, I'm going to assume, since the Soul Candy was made by Hikafune, the ability to pop it in your mouth, to go from a gi guy to your soul in the real world, that right there is really well done. Okay, that's what she made. I don't think Karinji made the hot tubs. That's not what he made. That is not what he made. We have never once seen it used except for by Kisuke Urahara. We have never seen it used besides then. So I don't think, obviously they have to be creations that are used widespread. So creations that Nimaya made, the Zanpakuto, Soul Candy's used by probably not every Soul Reaper, but a lot of them. Bonds. I'm calling it. Okay, now Urahara did make something. Okay, I will agree with you on that. But he made the research and development. But I've already stated, at least I think I've already stated that I think he's been to the Zero Squad and he turned down the position. I may not have stated that, but I think that he turned down the position Zero Squad. But I think Bonds made the Senkaimon just for the fact that I think that big pillar thing, I kind of thought that he was the one that was like making it move just because of the way that he was in the middle. So I think he made the Senkaimon. The reasoning might not fit for you, but I think he was the one that made the Senkaimon. Okay, then we got Shutara, the Skeleton Arms chick, as I believe Elite Ace calls her. Chances are she made the Stealth Force. More likely than not, she made the Stealth Force, actually. Now, why I think that? Because it's kind of foreshadowed. You want to know what I mean? The creepy appearance, these skeleton arms, that right there is enough foreshadowing for me to make me think she made the Stealth Force. But the fact that she got in and out of Mayuri's department without being even detected whatsoever still leads me to believe that she is more likely than not the one who made the Stealth Force. Now, does that mean that she knows Yoruichi? Probably it does. I would assume if she made it, then she knows Yoruichi. So we might actually get something there. We might get why Yoruichi doesn't have his Zanpakuto. And she was a Soul Reaper at one point. She was even the captain of squad too. I think the one thing that kind of disturbs me is that it is stated that it was harder to get into, it was easier to get in and out undetected than it was when she was there. Meaning that I guess Kubo tried to say that she was originally part of the 12th Division. I think he worded it like that on purpose, though. I think she was a member of Squad 2. Just says we can assume Korinji was a member of Squad 4. How he had the strength to go like he does. Honestly, I'm starting to think that whoever's captain of Squad 4 is the previous Kenpachi. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to think that. Wait, no, he couldn't have been the captain. Oh, he could have. He could have been the captain of Squad before Unohana, and he taught Unohana. That's what he did. He made the medical corps in general. That's what he did. He didn't make the hop tubs. He made the medical corps. That's what he probably did. More likely than not, he just made the medical squad. He just made Squad 4 the medical squad. Now, could Unohana go up there for making the whole Kenpachi thing? No, I don't think so. But he did make the medical squad. Now, I'm still saying, I think Kisuke, I've not heard this before, though. I swear I'm the only one that's even thought, what if Kisuke just turned down the position? Like, it's obvious that we can assume he's been up there, but because of the context. But I'm blatantly stating that he more likely than not just turned down the position. And then number 5 is Kiryu Higafune and Soul Candy. Now, Soul Candy, we know what it does. I don't need to explain that. Or why we think she does, because it was expressly stated that she did. Now we need to go into a much bigger matter. Are there any other members that are just not stated? I don't think they're members of Squad 0, but I think they are on even ground with Squad 0. There are a couple. Now, not the chick who was with Nimaya, the one that was following him around with like the orange hair, I think, and the eyes and all that. I don't think that was it. I don't think she's a member. Or has a Zanpakuto for that matter. It just kind of occurred to me immediately after reading the fact that those girls back there was Zanpakuto, that she's his Zanpakuto. More likely than not. He can manifest her in that form whenever he wants. And remember, this chapter he said, how do you treat your Zanpakuto? You could have treated them as a friend, an acquaintance, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a lover. He said you could have done all those things. And I think he might have some sort of like relationship with the Zanpakuto, but that's not a member. Now, a couple proposed theories. If there's a Soul King, is there a Soul Queen? There might be a Soul Queen. We don't know. Does he have a female? Is she is she a butterfly god like he is? Okay, if there is a Soul Queen, I just want to know: is she human or Soul Reaper, or is she like a butterfly god as well? I would assume she's not. I would assume she's a Soul Reaper. Because in order to become that, Aizen went to legitimately what looked like hell, and then back to the fake Karakura town, and then to the real Karakura town, where he got instantly owned by Ichigo. You know, another thing I'm gonna mention, just because I kind of have to, the guy who talked to the Soul King and said, "Your Majesty, what's his face is here," you know, that guy. You know, does he have a Zanpakuto? Can you fight? We don't know. The two guys that were with Korenji, I want to know, are those his Zanpakuto? Are those his Zanpakuto? Okay, now, we can't assume that the reason they got burned so badly is because they are Zanpakuto. Like, we saw their backs and their bodies, they were messed up, I will tell you what. But just because of how loyal they were to him, I'm assuming they were Zanpakuto. I'm just assuming that. I've not heard that either. That's another thing I have yet to hear. Are those his Zanpakuto? Okay, I mean, because if he can manifest it, why can't anyone else? Also, why did Kiryu Hikifune, a really, really hot chick that basically is responsible for Kone's existence, why did Kone not stay there? Because they need a landing sack. That's all I'm going to say. Because I already made it sound a little bit wrong. Landing sack. Another thing. I've heard this. Tekking's mentioned it even. Is there a jester? I really hope there is. I really do. Just for the fact that the jester could possibly be. Now, okay, a lot of people say they don't like stupid characters. Honestly, I think, because I watch One Piece, not real in depth into One Piece. Like, I watch it, I will review it quite a bit. I may forget a couple weeks here and there with One Piece. I just might not feel like it. But I'll do the Bleach review every single week. I just haven't gotten to doing the Bleach review yet because on my Kindle I don't have it set up yet. So, because of the type of review I'm going to do. So, the thing is, I need a couple things set up first. But honestly, if there's a jester, I would totally just love that character. I can say I would. I don't hate stupid characters. As long as they're incredibly powerful, they can be as stupid as they want. It's the same thing. So, to say that you don't like a character just because they look stupid doesn't mean anything to me. I won't listen to you. Also, another thing I've heard, okay, that's the reason I wore this hoodie. You know, this hoodie is because I want there to be a Soul Reaper who, instead of wearing the classic kimono, I want him to be, I want there to be like a knight type character, who basically, how do you say, wears a black hoodie with the belt instead of a black kimono. Also, I've heard, could there be a court wizard? You know, there could. He would have to use some magic-based Zanpakuto, but you know, or maybe he's just really, really good at Keto. We have not seen the Keto corpse in forever, but you know, that's about it. Would they have to create something to be even up there anyway? I don't know, but that's all for my video. Rate, subscribe, and always have a great day.